We all know that business is about consistency. It's about doing the same thing over and over again to get the fulfilled output. This can be a nice car, time freedom, or just money to attract partners of a different sex. But here's the thing, everyone knows it, but isn't doing it. Why? Well, basically because you need to use the strongest human trait that exists. And this is love. We all love something, and with love it is easier to do more things, work longer on it, and enjoy it. And therefore, we need to figure out how to fall in love with our work. And here is the 10-step safe process on how to fall in love. So, after this video, you will love your business 10 times more and you will thank me later. Okay. Step number 1. Environment. This is bloody important. Environment. We all know it, we all heard about it, and we might think we got it. But let me tell you something real quick. We need to set up an environment that aligns with our goal. That means we have a business to run. For example, we need to run appointment setting business. Okay, so what is now our number 1 task? This is what we need to focus on. Our number 1 task is obviously appointment setting. This is how we get the money, right? And what do we need to do? We need to focus and shift our environment to this number 1. And that means we make it frictionless and easy to make. Doing this one task is easier than not doing it. That is all the purpose of environment. We need to fix our environment. For example, if you want to save more money and invest more into stocks and all of that stuff, then make the action of investing in stocks as frictionless as possible and make the task of spending money on other stuff like purchasing things on Amazon or on random stuff like clothes, make them hard to do. That means, for example, ban all of your credit cards and debit cards from Amazon and all of these shopping companies and make an automatic permanent invest of your money you earn. So you do not need to spend anything. That takes effort. And that is literally how to make an easy environment. And well, now you might think, why? How do I fall in love with setting up an environment? Basically, it is pretty easy to understand. You will first of all hate the job you do. You will hate the things you do. You will hate it. When you do not hate it in the first place, you will hate it after a short period of time. You might have started a business and you loved it for the first 6 months, and after that it gets hard and you do not want to wake up early and you do not want to do all of that stuff. And that is simply because you didn't prepare your environment for love. You want to wake up early to work because the work you do is love. I do this, for example. I had to do outreach, 100 to 200 people a day. I messaged them manually 100 to 200 times a day. And I quit gaming 2 years ago. But in the time I do this year, I text people, I watched esports. That's what I did in the beginning. I watched esports while I messaged the people. And that is what I used to do for 6 months. Now I love doing this because I get great results. But before you are getting great results, you do not see a point of messaging 100 to 200 people a day. Then shift your environment and make the messaging people rewarding because you want to do other stuff. Then do the other stuff, but do this too. You need to trick your brain. And this is how you do it with everything. And obviously, when I talk about environment, you need to set up your physical, your mental, your spiritual, and your social environment. That simply means people, faith, mindset, and external world. Invest in a great chair, invest in a great house, invest in a great working space, invest in a great camera, invest in a great cutting software, invest in the thing that you want to work on. Spend money on that. Don't spend money on things you do not need. This is the physical environment. Change your environment physically. The things you hear, the things you... Even if you need to listen to motivational speeches from David Goggins or I don't know before every working session. If you need to do this, then do it. If this is your mindset that you are brutal and you need to do it, then do it. Do everything to get to work in the first place. We do shift our environment because of 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is pretty easy. To get results. This is the first time span. This is when you are starting a business. This is when you have the struggles. This is when you hate doing the job. Because you do not see results. You put in work, you put on money, and you do not get anything from it. So therefore we need to make this as frictionless as easy as possible. We know that over time it will work. But our brain doesn't. And therefore we need to set up our environment for this. And the reason number 2 we need to set up our environment for work is once we success and once we earn money and feel great about working, we need to sustain. It is all about time. Environment, a great environment will give you time, and time will improve your business. You need to put in things over time and get the given output. But once you're quitting, you will deny all of your work you've done before. And with the environment, you literally get time. So set up your environment for success, and I will guarantee you, you will succeed. So now I take a look at my little sheet here, and the next one is actually community. And this is what I told you with social environment. Community is the group of people you are around. And that might seem harsh. When you are around people who do not align with your goal or with any goal, then why are you around of these people? Is this because you feel better than these people? Or is this because you have some insecurities you need to, or is this because you have some insecurities you need to cope with these people? Or is this just because it's too uncomfortable to cut them? Cut everyone that hasn't a purpose out. It might sound harsh, it might sound narcissism, it might sound crazy, but you will have a better life. The number one complaint and drama maker are other people. So why should you stay with people who are involved in drama? For example, I have friend groups where I have fun, this is my fun, and I have working friends. With them I can talk about business and stuff. But you need to have both. You need to have the fun aspect, but you need to have the focus on the business. That is the thing. Community is important. Connect with rich people, connect with people who align with your goal. For example, if you want to be a chess pro, connect with chess pros. If you want to be a pro cycle, if you want to be a pro runner, then connect with other runners, or with running shoe company, or with all of that stuff. Connect with the things that align with your goal, and that is so important. If you do not do it, why do you think rich people get rich kids? Because they are in the rich environment, the rich part, they know the rich people, and they get richer. It's the truth. So community is important. Connect with people that are like-minded. Then you do not have this confrontation, and then you do not have this fear all time about what other people think about you, because you are surrounded with people who think in the same way and who love the thing you do. So do not care about people who do not align with your goal, and care about people who do. Number 3 is love the pain. That's very controversial, but business is pain, and everything in the world is pain. When you want to do something other people do not have, then it does mean it is not easy to do. Why? Because if it would be easy, then there would be a lot of people who have it. Therefore, for example, Instagram or McDonald's or Starbucks, these are all big companies, and a lot of people, wait, I will draw some people for you, no worries. And a lot of people like it because it is easy to consume content, it is easy to eat the unhealthy food, and it is easy to drink the coffee fast. It is frictionless and will give your brain dopamine. But only in the short run. Because once you know that when you want to do extraordinary things, you need to be extraordinary. When you need to do weird and unusual things, you need to be weird and unusual. This is so important. And that's why business is not for everyone. Because a lot of people want to have a business but want to have an ordinary life. They want to work only in the week, have weekends and only 40 hours a week, and don't need to worry about business after work. That is not how the game works. You always have struggle. You are the person who is responsible for everything. And you do need to get in love with the pain. And you can see the pain as this here. You have something, I call it the universe, right? And after time, you collect pain. For example, this can be the uncomfortable calls, the uncomfortable emails, the bad reviews, the constant critiques, the hates, and all of that give you pain. This is so-called the pain coin, right? This is our currency we earn. And now I hope you can see this. I will show this to you here. So we have the universe, and the universe sees everything, right? So what you now do is you want now, for example, a Bentley. A Bentley after 5 years of work. So to get this Bentley, you need to earn a certain amount of money. And to earn the certain amount of money, you need to earn pain coins. And this Bentley has a price tag. And this price tag is the pain you collected over time. And now you come to the universe after 1 year and you ask the universe to get a Bentley. But it will tell you, no, you can't get it. You did not earn enough. Example, the Bentley cost 5,000 and you only collected 1,000. And then you go back, have more pain and more pain. And after 5 years, you now collected 4,000 pain points because you did some work, but you procrastinated, you didn't take care of your sleep, you did not take care of your customers, you literally messed up a little bit of things. And you tell the universe, can I please get this Bentley? And the universe will tell you no. You need to get comfortable with pain. Because pain is something that will create greatness. Hitting a hard workout is painful during the workout, but the great body is the effect of the great workout. Every Olympic gold medalist or every great sport person will tell you the same thing. Every winner will tell you the same thing. I worked so hard, I actually did not believe that I did it. I had so much pain, I need to cut so much things out of my life to get this, but I did it. And this is what the best people did. And the difference between the best and the second best is that the best cut more things. And therefore get in love with the pain, because otherwise it will destroy you. Okay, now we need to do something more great for the law. We need to create about business. And therefore I will have a little graph for you. This is the baseline. This is you right now. And this is business. Business. So, and business is here. This is your baseline, this is business, and this is you currently. So, what is it, Justus? It is dopamine. This is the dopamine baseline. You need to reset your dopamine baseline. You heard about all of that stuff like dopamine detox and monk mode and all of that crap. You heard about that. But once you realize how important this here is, you will do the things automatically. Because to be honest, your dopamine baseline determines your business success and your overall health. When you have such a dopamine baseline so high that you will not be able to do business. So here is dopamine, here's time, and here is dopamine. When you do not have this baseline, and you have this here, that you can just only work in these times on your business, because we as human beings tend to work on things that give us dopamine, then you're fucked up. So what do we need to do? We need to lower our dopamine baseline. And how do we do this? I have something for you. Actually, once a week, I do nothing that gives me quick dopamine. So during the week, for sure, I watch Instagram, I watch videos on YouTube, I eat food. I mostly eat clean food, but in 5% case I do not eat clean food. And on one day of the week we do one thing. We cut everything. That means you have 8 hours plus sleep, and the only thing you can do during this day is reading. And going outside, spending time in nature. So, why reading? Well, reading is a natural dopamine source and it has the same baseline as business work done. So, if you feel great about reading a book and if you really drive reading a book, then you can work on business too. Nature time is just a natural dopamine source. Sleeping great is a natural dopamine source. Obviously, eating clean is a natural dopamine source. What we now need to do for this one day a week, for example, on Sunday, you just simply cut off everything that gives you short dopamine. So, have no phone, text no messages, enjoy time in the nature or just spend time with friends talking or playing board games. Read and do things that give you real dopamine. You know what real dopamine is. If you do not know, write it in the comments. I will help you out with this, but do it. Cut out everything to get the dopamine baseline. Because if you want to get in love with your work, if you want to love the work you do, right? Then you need to have your dopamine set. Your mindset can be in love with your work, but when your brain is not, you will not do work. Why do you procrastinate that much right now? It is because your dopamine baseline is not properly set. And I know it's painful, and therefore we do it only once a week. You can do it 14 days straight up in a protocol, in a detox. But the problem is after that, you will have a down. That is what I have, for example, in my program. I have a 14-day detox, but after that my clients all feel down for 1 week. And what we then implement is this 1 day structure. So, do this for 1 day per week. Cut all your bad stuff to get dopamine set up and reduce all of that crap. When you feel resistance over time, then you will feel better over time. Okay, that is about dopamine. And now I will tell you something. We need to talk about the macro and the micro perspective. That means we need to talk about macro and about the small things in your business. You have the big picture of your business. For example, my big picture is I want to make entrepreneurs healthy again. Entrepreneurs are the most important people in the world because we create the world, we create things, we create visions, we help people. And I want to help people who are driven with business to get healthy, because when they are healthy, they can actually do the work. So I give them actually everything I learned from coaches, consultants, agency owners, and other health advisors. I work in partnerships with health advisors to get them healthy. And that's my big picture. But that doesn't mean that I always work with people, with business owners. So I do need to do some crappy stuff I do not like. For example, legal stuff. Or I hate outreach. Or I do hate video editing in the beginning. So, what you now need to do is, you have all of these stuff, right? You have all of these things that you do not like. But you need to get aware of the big picture. You need to love the big picture. You need to focus on the small tasks every single day. You need to do the redesign, you need to do the outreach, you need to do the sales calls, you need to do the community work, you need to do the improvement in legal terms. You need to do all of that stuff every single day. And you might hate it. You might hate it for a week, you might hate it for a month. But please, be in love with the big picture. When you do something you do not love, for example, when you work for a company that builds tanks and you hate it because it is not great for the world, then why are you doing this? Love the big picture. This is, you can see this like a relationship. You love this person in general, but you do not love some traits of this person. But you will never ever have something in your life where you love everything about. Everything you love has a different pole. That means a thing you do not love about this person. And because you love this person or this thing so much, when this is high, the not love part will be high too. So this means when you do love something, the thing you do not love will be as high as the love aspect. But always keep in mind you are doing this for one reason, and when your dopamine is resetted, that's basically the most important part, then you will love it. And you will forget all of that and you will sustain. It is all a consistency game. Okay, this is lesson number 6. I have 2 graphs for you. Graph number A and graph B. Graph A tells you that it will be high after a short period of time, and then it will go down and down and down and down until it hits 0. And number B is it will get low, lower, close to bottleneck, and then it will crush, and after that it will stay that high. And this is what is called long-term thinking. That literally means that we need to make decisions that will help us in the long term. For example, for me, making this YouTube video will improve my life in the long term. It will not get views or clients, all of that stuff for now. But when I do this for 2 years consistently now, all of this video compound and people get to know me. If you watch this video today and you watch me for 2 years, you are more likely to know me than some person who doesn't make content like me. I hope you understand this. This is so important to know. And therefore we need to focus in every aspect on this long-term aspect. And the most and hardest bloody killer of every business is money. Once you earn it a specific amount of money. And once you hit your goal of money, you will instantly decline. You will not do anything for your business anymore. And the reason for this is just simply because you do not focus on the work itself. You focus on the money. And obviously, once you hit your goal, you will stop working, and then your business will decline, and then you will stop having more money. So please shift your mind to a long-term thinking. Don't set stupid goals like money. Set goals like publishing this and doing this. Shift your input-output relationship. That means when you want to earn 100k per month, right? Then focus on the input. The input should be your gratitude. The input should be your dopamine hit. I create this video. This is my dopamine hit for the day. Not the money I will earn for the clients I get and the watches I will buy and the nice clothes I would buy from this. This is not my dopamine hit. My dopamine hit is doing the video, making the clients call, making this stuff. When you shift this, you will fall in love, because then you actually love the business and not the result of the business. This is when you, for example, abuse your partner only for having sex. This would mean that you do not really love the person, you just really love the output. And that means you do not need the person, you just crave the output. And you can do it otherwise, and therefore you are not committed enough. So, therefore, think in long term, not in short term. And step number 3 is expectations. Manage expectations. Do not expect anything from yourself. Do things and expect nothing. Help people and expect nothing in return. Text 1,000 people and expect no one will even read your message. This is your baseline you need to have, and everything else is a bonus. Stephen Hawking once said, after his doctor told him that he only has 5 years to live, that after this 5 years of living, he lived, by the way, I guess 30 years more than his doctor thought, every day is a bonus. And this is how you need to see your life too. Every single day, every single action you do is a bonus. You do everything without expecting anything. You work without expecting anything. Because you, as a person, you do not need anything. Why do you believe you need all of that stuff? Why do you think you need to start a business? Why do you think you need to run your business? Your real estate agency. Why do you believe that you need this? You need nothing. And other people need nothing too. They want things. But do not expect that they want you. Do expect that they want something different. And therefore set your expectations to 0. And everything you do is bonus. And we love bonuses. And then we can manage our dopamine, we can enjoy the progress, and we do not have pressure to hit these things. You know? When you start out, then you just need to love your work and you need to put in the work. But when you set different goals for specific times, it might help you over the short time, but over the long time, it is not sustainable. Manage your expectations. Never ever set times for numbers. Obviously, for publishing videos or doing input stuff, you need to have timelines. For example, for publishing products. But for getting clients, a specific number, do not set specific numbers. For me, example, I have a journey in my Instagram account until I hit 100 clients. I will post every day until I hit 100 clients. That will tell me that I have to post until I hit 100 clients. But when I hit it is not set. But I will post until I hit them. Okay. This is step number 7. And step number 8 is again very important. And this is that you need to be patient. You need to practice patience, because if you are not patient, then your business, your life will suck and you will suffer more than you think. When you need the money from someone and when you need this person will feel it. So you need never ever be in need of doing things, right? You want to do them because you actually love it. And therefore you need to be patient. For example, when you're in a sales call, you don't need to be needy. This is the number 1 rule you will learn once you have a sales training. Never be needy, always expect a no, and just tell them how great your product is, and when they say yes, then you will say yes too and you will help them. But always be patient and have patience with your business, not with yourself. Put in the work, do the stuff. That's not what I tell you. I do not tell you that you need to chill, but be patient with the output and be patient with other people. Be harsh to yourself and be patient with others. This is the message that you need to know. And step number 9, this is actually a practical tip how you can get in love with your business. This is when you love your niche. When you work in a niche for cats, for example, you create cat toys. For example, you create cat toys. So now I have it. You love it. Because you have 4 cats, for example, and you enjoy cats and you post cat pictures and you work in this business. And do you believe this is easier? Do you believe working on that is easier? Obviously it is easier because you love the work, you love the cats, you love the cat's customer. You can talk about cats and you can talk about this. That's why I love talking about health. I do this because health literally saved my life. Health actually saved me from cancer, made me more attractive, helped me to get away from trauma, from obesity, and therefore I love talking about this. I love talking about this stuff. I love talking about how business owners can get healthier to be more attractive in their business. Because I suffered doing this and I spent years of actually cracking the code. And now I can share this because I love it. And then it's easy to work on it because when you love something, you do the things that you love. You always do the things your brain needs and you love. And therefore, please, love the people you work with, love the things you do. So, it will help you over the long run. Obviously, if you want to make money quick, then you can do something you do not like. But when you love your work, you will make money anyways. And number 10 is pretty similar with this. Number 10 literally tells you your personal values should be like your business values. That literally means that when you own McDonald's, when you're Ronald McDonald, then your personal value is that you love the food and you do not care about the health. And then you love the business because the food is tasty and you love it and it gives you quick dopamine, and that is actually what Ronald McDonald lives. He loves working on it because he loves the taste of the food, and obviously he loves the money and all of that stuff. But he do not care about the health. Please keep this in mind. He doesn't want to make people unhealthy. He just wants to make people addicted to their food because he loves it, they love it, and then they get more money. That's his thought process, because his personal values align with the business value. And when you do this too, when you align personally with your business, then you get your business. And then you and your business correlate with each other, and it is easier to work on it. And then you love it. Then you actually try to love it. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it could help you to get more in love with your business. And if not, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bother your time. I'm sorry to waste 40 minutes of your time. Yeah. But if you love it, make sure to click the first link in the description. I have a coaching agency. Oh no. I have a funnel in the link in the description, and I want to sell you something. Yeah, obviously. But this video is for free. Every other video on my YouTube channel is for free, and my Instagram is for free. Everything. I only have one product, and we actually crush it. So if you want to get healthy as entrepreneur, check it out. If not, just watch the next video. I do not care. Cheers.